There has always been this one bike which has never failed to put a big smile on my face. The reason being this.
The KTM RC390 has been in the Indian market for more than half a decade right now. This is its latest variant, the 2022 RC390.
KTM has taken its own sweet time to redesign the entire bike. Let's see what changes have been made. Let's start with the face of the bike, which has seen the maximum number of changes. Gone are the dual projector headlamps from the previous bike, and in place of that we have a new LED unit which we first saw in the Duke 390. This is housed in a newly designed fairing and this windshield covering up the integrated turn indicators. The newly designed fairing is tightly wrapped around the steel trellis frame and gives this bike a compact look which is more aerodynamic than the previous one. The chassis has been reworked and this is now a split frame rather than a single unit. The tank is also bigger than the previous one, 9.7 litres compared to 13.7 litres. That is an increase of 4 litres than previous one. The other thing that has changed on this bike is this exhaust. It is much bigger now and sounds much better than the previous one.
The WP Apex USD forks in the front get 10 mm more travel than the outgoing model. WP Apex monoshock at the rear with preload and rebound damping adjustability, it also gets 16 mm more travel than the previous version. Unfortunately, it misses out on full adjustability unlike its European variant. This suspension setup is sure to give you the agility and confidence you need on the track. This is by far the most comfortable RC ever. This RC now gets the much awaited TFT screen display along with all the electronics.
Although the engine and the performance numbers remain the same from the previous one, KTM has done enough work to keep this bike feel fresh.
Apart from the new bodywork, what KTM has definitely improved is the ergonomics. It is not that aggressive now. The clip-ons are 15 mm higher, so you now sit a bit more upright than before. And the good thing about the clip-ons is you can put them 10 mm down so that you're ready for the racetrack with a more aggressive posture. Now apart from that, the seat height has been increased by 15 mm, which means that now you sit a bit more higher than the previous gen RC. I'm 6 feet tall and I can flat foot on both the sides, but I guess shorter riders might have a bit of a problem while riding this in the city. Now, the bigger tank is definitely more accommodating and you can tuck in your legs very easily. The seat also helps with that a lot because now you can just scoot back and tuck in your knees in the straight and you're going to have a very nice drive out of the corner. The new windscreen on the RC390 is definitely bigger than the previous one, but it does an amazing job because now when you're leaning on the tank and you're on full gas, it is very aerodynamic now.
Coming to the performance part, the engine remains the same compared to the old RC390. The only difference is the 1 Nm torque because of the bigger airbox, which is bigger by 40%. Compared to the old RC390s, KTM has done an amazing job when it comes to refinement. The engine has been refined and we can feel it on the track. The old RC's vibrations are all taken off, whereas this doesn't vibrate at all. The RC390 is the only bike which has so much electronics in its segment. With that being said, it has a bidirectional quick shifter, IMU based traction control, and cornering ABS which is switchable. Coming to its handling, this is a proper sports bike. The bike is very light and very nimble on the track. The suspension setup is great and the brakes are awesome as well.
This bike is amazing. You've got the looks, you've got the performance, and all electronics one can ask for.
But I was not very happy with the quick shifter as I had to struggle while quick shifting. But on the other hand, because of the auto blipper, the downshifts are pretty good.
Now I expected front adjustable forks like the European version, and that was a bit disappointing for me because that would have brought out the true potential of this bike. And the other thing are the tires. These are H-rated Metzlers, unlike the previous W-rated on the older RCs. These are not the stickiest, but I guess it's manageable.
I think you can't get everything you ask for. But the price bump of 36,000 is totally justifiable because the electronics you are getting here is not being offered by any other thing in its class or segment. The old RC390 was phenomenal. This is an evolution of that bike.
We have compared the old RC390 and the new RC390. For our next video, stay tuned.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and
Revvhard.